You silly dog. Awesome. I know the mailman is just coming up to the door with a package, so my doggies are like having a little knip. So, hello. I am so happy. I'm tired, and Buddy is very happy, and I'm sweaty, and I need to go take a shower. So, but we're gonna see how far we go today. So sometimes the days get away from us, and I will say I love July. July is my favorite. Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holiday season. But in this part of the year, outside of November, December, I love July because for me, so much goes on in June, in May, and in June. We have our anniversary. My husband and I have our wedding anniversary in June. The fiscal year ends we have our wedding anniversary in May. That is really important for me to correct that. The fiscal year for pretty much everything ends in May. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. The fiscal year ends in June. The wedding anniversary is in May. This year in our Mary Kay business, we earned a new free car, the use of a new Mary Kay career car, which is unbelievable to me. It's not unbelievable, but it's super, super exciting. I think it's incredible. This is literally, believe it or not, this is Mary Kay car number 12. Hey, look, Tracy, we've got, you are going to be banned. Bye-bye, banned. We don't do spam, so bye. Bye. So we earned free car number 12, which I don't even have that many fingers, which is incredible to me. And it has just been such an incredible joy. We've had some COVID in the house, not me, thank goodness. I'm getting my booster shot, my 4th shot tomorrow. My husband's already been boosted. Now both of my boys have had COVID. And it's like all kinds of stuff has been going on. And we have the full moon. I even made notes. We have the full moon is coming on Wednesday. So, additionally, while all this other stuff has been going on, I am so excited. Some of you may have heard that I had been invited to be part of a book called Own Your Awesome, and I'm very excited because I have turned in my chapter, and that's been accepted and approved and got good reviews from the publisher about it. And then to help promote the book, I was invited to speak at a summit that they are having called the Own Your Awesome Summit, and this is very exciting. So you had to record your video to have that turned in, and that's due by Friday, and so I'm very happy we turned ours in. I turned mine in today, and so these are like huge things that are off my desk, off my heart, off my mind. To have the car qualifications completed, the chapter completed, the video completed. I'm so excited to share all of these things with you. And I am so excited that my talk for the Speaker Summit is if you don't ask, the answer is no. I literally could not think of the topic, the subject of the title of my talk, because I have the title of my chapter in my head also, which is You're Not Getting My House Today. And so those of you who have followed me for a little while, you may have heard me talk about my war with Bank of America. So my chapter is about my fight with Bank of America for them to not steal my house illegally, and then my my talk for the summit is called "If You Don't Ask, the Answer Is No," and that is all about talking to the universe, working in tandem with the universe, which we talk about so much here, about working with the universe to manifest and create what it is that we want to welcome into our lives, and knowing that this is a team sport. Life is a team sport. Life is a team sport, whether you're working in tandem with the universe, with other humans. Hopefully you're doing both. This is a team sport. This is not, we are not supposed to be, solo swim. Okay, this is not. I see these things. I love the Olympics, and I know it's not an Olympic year, but I love the Olympics. And when we watch things like the Olympics, we see people who compete in more than one thing, still in their sport. But for example, they're giving me the rowing people who row the boats, like the crew guys and the ones who do like this, which is kayaking. It's not the kayaking that I do, but this kind of thing. And you see these folks, these incredible athletes who will compete in multiple events, or the swimmers, Michael Phelps and the swimmers, and even in the gymnastics, they have where they are competing in their individual events, but then they are competing as a team. I like the swimming analogy because you have the folks that are doing the individual things, but then you have the relay races and the medleys and the things where they have to work together. This is how we were designed. We were designed to be in tandem. We were never designed as human beings to be solitary. But at the same time, we were not designed to be cut off from the divine. We were designed to stay connected to source, to where we come from, to work in harmony with the above, and to work in harmony with each other. This is how humanity was originally designed. That's not how it works in a lot of ways, but this is how it was designed. You see people living in congregations. They live in villages, even in not prehistoric, but in the time of our Neolithic and our caveman times, where people were living in caves. They were living in community. They huddled together for fire, for warmth. They shared resources. We were always meant to be communal, to help. Everybody brings things to the table, and we bring our part, that which part that is, that what can you bring? And we have always been designed to come and live together and to work in harmony, not just with you and me, but also we and we, right? We were never meant to be cut off from the divine. We were never meant to be cut off from each other. And so I love this whole idea of, if you don't ask, then the answer is no. Because I think so many of us are afraid to ask, or we just assume the answer is no, so we don't bother to ask. And I think also that we don't know what to ask for, and we don't understand that this is really a team sport. Life is a team sport. We live in community, we work with spirit, we work with the universe. But when we don't bother to ask, because sometimes it feels like the universe is, stacked against us. Like, why do I keep getting hit in the head? What is this? It's because we're not learning the things that we were meant to learn, or we haven't quite figured that part out yet, or there's things that the universe is trying to move out of our way to make room for the things that we are asking the universe to bring. The universe can't bring if we're sitting in there going, well, I'm not giving up this. Don't ask me to give this up. And then the universe says, well, then I can't bring you what you're asking for. And it will be harder for you, because you're going to have to live your life while you're holding on to this thing the whole time. While you're swimming with one hand, you've got to hold on to this while you're doing all the life stuff. And now you're hampering your own self. And so it seems, and it can seem like the universe is not on our side, but it always is, because the universe is pruning for us, and the universe is pulling things out of our way so that we can put this down, and we don't have to swim with one hand behind our back. So, hello. Okay, so the chapter is submitted, the video for the Speaker Summit is submitted, the qualifications for the Mary Kay car are done, and July is about rest. July is about rest. July is a reset month. It's the first month of the fiscal year of many, many organizations. It's a rest. July is a time where we can sit back. It is hot. In most places, it's hot. And we can sip lemonade and we can just relax. The kids are out of school. This is a great time for us to relax, okay? And if you ever wondered why, if you see kids like at the end of a school year and then you see them again in the fall and you're like, oh my God, you grew like 3 inches, 6 inches over the summer, this is why. Because they know it's a time for rest and relaxation and play and de-stressing and detoxing. Kids know that. They know I can take off. I don't have to worry about homework and school and classes and whatever and getting up early, and I can just be. And so if you have not already taken some time for yourself in the month of July, I really encourage you to take some time for you. For you. Hi Jasmine, welcome. So we do messages at the end. So if you want to hang out, you are so welcome to stay with us. We will do messages at the end. And so we have, happy birthday. Mary Ann, happy birthday. It is about recharging, relaxing, revitalizing ourselves, because we cannot just go 12 months out of the year. This is not the way we manifest things. This is not the way we bring beautiful things and wonderful things, and this is not how we are strong manifestors when we are just go. You have to stop and rest. Even athletes will tell you, elite athletes will tell you how important it is to rest. You have to regenerate. You have, to swim or ice or bath or Motrin or whatever it is after you've done something athletic. You've got to regenerate your body. You've got to allow the body to rest. So sometimes that resting is frustrating, but we are here now in the full moon, right? We are in this window of the full moon because the full moon is going to be on Wednesday, on the 13th. And this is going to be this time where we're going to feel like full moon energy, right? Because we know that full moon energy goes up and then it comes back down to the new moon energy. It's a circle, right? It's always that circle. But we want to make sure that we are consciously taking some time. If you did over the 4th of July week, you took some vacation, boop, boop. If you haven't done it yet, consciously schedule some time to rest. Okay, I'm getting my 4th COVID vaccine on tomorrow afternoon, so I have taken tomorrow afternoon and Wednesday off just in case to make sure that I have the time to rest, because I have no idea what's going to happen. Might be nothing, hopefully, might be, so we'll see. But schedule that in. Schedule time to take a walk, swing in a hammock, swim in a pool, take a bath. Something. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be, going to a 5-star resort. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying take some quiet time for you. If you have kids at home because it's summer and the kids are home, I get it. Take some time where you say, Mama needs an hour. Okay? If you can get 90 minutes, so much the better. But Mama needs an hour to just, somebody else has got to be in charge because I need that time for me, okay? So set that expectation with those that are around you. Maybe if you don't have another adult in your household, you can talk with another friend and you guys can swap. I will watch your kids for this afternoon and you can watch mine for the next afternoon, so that you can swap, so that you can make sure that you are having that time, creating the opportunity, because we don't accidentally relax. Okay, that's not something that we just be like, oh, I have nobody in the house. I mean, the first time it happened to me that there was nobody in the house, I honestly didn't know what to do with myself. So what do? We do stuff, right? We have to condition ourselves to relax. We have to consciously take that time to say, this is my downtime. I'm going to read a book. I'm going to crochet. I love to crochet. It's very relaxing to me. I'm going to listen to music. I am not learning something that I don't choose to learn. I love to learn. I love podcasts. I love reading, stuff that helps me grow and develop. But there's a difference between reading those things and listening to those things where it's like, oh, that is so cool, very interesting. Or like, wait a minute, let me get my journal. I got to take notes. I got to write this down. Like, that's not relaxing. I mean, maybe it is for you, but choose to put that in your schedule somewhere in July. The reason it's hot outside in July is so that we can sit down inside and relax. If that's Netflix and chill for you, great, whatever. Just do something. Now, I will say, for the most part, if you're like a Netflix person, great. Try to stay away from like murder, death, kill, war, terrorist, kind of shows. That may be fun and exciting and stuff for you, and it may be a down like thing for you. But this kind of relaxation needs something that doesn't bring your adrenaline up. This kind of relaxation, it's not like roller coasters, okay? This is the kind of relaxation where you want to bring your energy level, your adrenaline level down. Because the truth is, for so many of us, we live in heightened adrenaline all day, every day. This is fight or flight that came from the time that we lived in jungles and caves and had to forage for food, and going out to do that meant taking your life in your hand, because you were going to hopefully be bigger than the beast that you were trying to bring home for dinner, and you were going to be a better shot than he was, right? So we had adrenaline, the danger passed, and we calmed back down. We don't do that so much anymore because we are so like all the time. I gotta do, I gotta create, I gotta sell, I gotta share, I gotta teach, I gotta go, I got a kid, I gotta da 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 da. We don't take that time, or when we do, there's maybe wine or something involved, which is not a negative. I'm saying take this opportunity, just breathe, relax, and not to tap into something that is going to, while it may be fun and relaxing and, calms down, a great way to end your day, try something different as we are coming right now into this full moon energy, and then we're going to come out of the full moon energy. So starting on Thursday, Friday, coming into this next weekend. So you've got time. I'm giving you time, the heads up right now. Plan something for this coming weekend. Okay, don't get off the cast with me today and be like, okay, zoom. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Plan ahead so that you can have it look like what you want. Do you want bubbles? Do you want candles? Do you need some incense? Do you need a babysitter? Do you need to go get some wine? Whatever it is. But try not to choose something that is going to raise your adrenaline. I love taking my kids when they were younger, and even now that they're adults, we would go, there's a fantastic ropes course, like one of those up in the trees we have to climb, and zip lines and all this kind of stuff, about 45 minutes south of where we live. And it is challenging, and it's fun and exciting. It is not relaxing. It's fun. It's a fun way to the way kickboxing is fun and relaxing and that kind of thing. But it's not quite the same, and I really want to know Dateline Mysteries. I really want to encourage you to choose something fluffy. Pick a rom-com. Put on some fun dance music, 80s music, and just dance it out. Read a trashy romance novel. Something that is mindless, that is not going to raise your adrenaline. And then later, if you want to go back and watch the Dateline Mysteries or the Murder Mysteries or the whatever, great. But see how it feels to allow yourself to just veg out with something that is mellow, fun, light, fluffy, and just allow your brain to relax. Allow your face to relax. There's a great energy medicine, to go, the Donna Eden's energy medicine, to just do this, because so often we just relax. The Great British Bake Off it's not quite as zen for me, because I worry about those people. Being an empath, I love the Great British Bake Off. It's a great suggestion. But for me, I'm like, oh my God, they're rushing around. They dropped the thing. Oh my God. And I'm all in it. So for me, that's not the thing. I need oh, I'm sorry. I dropped. Hello, come back. Sorry, Instagram. So for me, I need things what works? There are movies like Field of Dreams, or I love Singing in the Rain. It is my all-time favorite movie. Hey, Sarah Ann! It is my all-time favorite movie, is Singing in the Rain. Movie musicals like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, or the old ones, the class, Funny Face, things with Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly. I love old romance movies like Sandra Bullock, what is that old movie? While You Were Sleeping. I mean, just things that when you know everything that's going to happen, you've seen the movie 100 times, and you can just relax about it. Like, there's no surprises, okay? Or if it is, it's like a good surprise, like, oh, that kind of thing. So this is my challenge for you as we come into this new weekend. Rest. Okay, so we have coming in now, we're in the full moon portal. We're just at the start of that, so we're going to have the full moon coming in for Wednesday, right? And I think it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time. I have to double check that. That may not be right, but it's an afternoon full moon. It's not, you'll see it in the evening, of course, but where it's like officially the peak is going to be like in the afternoon. So don't worry about it. But just know that you have something coming your way Thursday, Friday, to allow yourself that time to rest and relax. Now, the other thing is, while you're doing this, I really want to encourage you to be aware of where your thoughts wander. And this is why I don't want you to do relaxy things that make you have to like pay attention, suspense or murder or, figure it out or, stuff that's going to jump out and go boo, like any of that. Because when your brain is watching the movie you've seen 1,000 times and you know every line of the movie, that occupies your left brain, which allows spirit and your soul and your higher guidance to come through on your right side. Because what we're seeing so much right now is more people learning to work in tandem with spirit and more people suddenly understanding reciprocity. Reciprocity with spirit. I want to tell you, it has happened to me so many times, and so many of the people that I work with, they're like, well, I did this. I stepped out of my comfort zone. I put myself out there. I took this risk. I took a step. And then all of a sudden, this other thing over here that seemed like left field came and blessed my life in amazing, miraculous ways. Now, we've talked before plenty of times about how when you plant, like farmers plant corn, they plant corn in this row, right? And then they're going to plant rutabagas in this row. I don't know why I'm so fascinated with the word rutabaga, but I think it's a fun word. But when they come back, they expect that they're going to harvest corn and rutabagas. They're not going to expect that they're going to harvest alfalfa sprouts, okay? The universe does not work that way. The universe says, oh, you planted corn and rutabagas. That is so awesome. We're going to give you a brand new car over here. The universe does not work in that linear fashion that we as humans expect. No Fighting Danger, Mrs. Brown. Mrs. Brown's Boys. Oh, I'm not familiar with that one. Okay, I'll check that out. Thanks, Claudette. So when the universe says, you're putting yourself out there, you're taking a step, you're trusting us, you're leaning into where we're trying to show you, what we're trying to get you to see, we're going to give you a reward, a bonus, and I don't want to say the word reward because I don't want it to sound like this Pavlovian thing where like, oh, if you're a good boy or girl, the universe is going to give you a gift. Like, that is not what I'm talking about. It's reciprocal energy. It's the law of compensation. If you've studied Napoleon Hill at all, he's such a genius about the different laws of the universe. There are 10 irrefutable laws of the universe, and the law of compensation is one of them. The thing about the law of compensation is, you know how people say, like, no good deed goes unpunished? That's baloney, because the law of compensation says anything you put out, right, all you put back out into the universe is going to come back to you tenfold. That's the law of compensation. It's not about no good deed goes unpunished. Every good deed gets rewarded. It's just if you planted corn, you're not necessarily, you probably will get corn, but that's not the reward. The reward is going to be alfalfa sprouts over here. Okay, we expect everything to be linear. We expect that I'm going to do A and B will happen. And the universe is like, okay, whatever. You can have A and B and I'm going to give you 12. It's not linear, okay? And so we open ourselves when we allow ourselves to watch these mindless comedies, things that just raise our energy because we're laughing and we're filled with joy and we're relaxed. Then the universe can really get and start whispering in our ears. You should call that person. You should reach out to that person and see how they're doing. You should apply for that job. Have you thought about maybe this as a topic for your book? The universe is always whispering to us, but we're not listening because we're so used to living in this fight or flight, constant heightened adrenaline of This world that we live in is so loud. It is so loud. And we talked about this before. Even just in the last, weeks, right? We've had mass shootings, even just on July 4th, in Uvalde and Buffalo, and brown people being gunned down through police violence, and people are being reinfected with COVID, and Sri Lanka is declaring bankruptcy, and Boris Johnson is retiring, and we don't know what's going on in North Korea or Iran, and there's the January 6th hearings, and are we having abortion rights and the right to carry guns, and all of that is just like what you could find on the front page of CNN or Fox News right now. Okay? It's loud. And when we're worrying about all that stuff, all this starts to wrinkle, and we're just like, and we have to remind ourselves to just relax. Just relax, right? Relax. This is a great energy thing just right here. Just right here. And you do it until you yawn. It's wonderful. But we're so used to living in the noise. We're so used to living in the heightened state of alert that we can't hear. This is where meditation becomes really important, right? But maybe not everybody is ready to meditate, or maybe we need guided meditation or whatever. I want you to do something for you. I want you to learn and get in the habit of, and I say we want, this is being given, to get in the habit of learning how to turn off your mind so you can just be. Now, I will also profess there's an app on my phone with like a mindless kind of game. There's a little coloring thing on my phone. It has an app where you like pull up a picture and you can do like mandalas and nature and all kinds of different things. And you touch the screen and it puts in the colors. Like, I don't have the patience for like the scribbling kind of color, but the things where you just touch and things like that, to me, that's very zen. That to me is very zen. Turn on a little music, a little fluffy something on the podcast or whatever, and be able to just boop, 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 boop. Look, I colored. To me, there's something about that that's very zen. So what I want to encourage you is to find something that allows you to turn off, to relax, to drop your shoulders, that isn't necessarily meditation, that is something that you can just relax, right? Relax. And occupy that left side of your brain, not with guns and shooting and, Tom Cruise type movies or, whatever, and just allow the right side of your brain to speak to you. And those niggles that you get, that little insight in your head that says, you should call that person. I should call her. I should see how that person's doing. I should buy raisins at the store. I should apply for this job. These things are not random. They feel like they're random. They feel like they come in random, that we are like, oh, this is my laundry. I got my grocery list, whatever. That happens to us when we meditate too. But they're not random. It's your higher guidance is trying to get your attention. And we're very quick to say, no, this is random. No, this is random. I want to tell you a couple of times this has happened to me in the most amazing ways. When we step out and we trust the universe is going to carry us for whatever it is, okay, the things that come back to us are amazing. And I want to say this thing because it literally just happened yesterday. Okay. I want to say this because it literally just happened yesterday. And this kind of thing has happened to me so many times. So I'm in my group of mediums that we meet once a month, and we work, and we have a mentor, and it's an amazing group of people. And when our mentor said, can I have a volunteer of somebody who will read? A lot of the people in the group are not all the people in the group are doing professional readings on a regular basis. And it's an interesting group of all kinds of different people with really interesting, all different kinds of backgrounds. And so I never like to raise my hand very quickly because I always want to make sure that anybody who wanted the opportunity to step up has that opportunity, because I work all the time. And And I'm always happy to work with my mentor because that's how I get better, is to have critiques from him. But at the same time, I want to make sure I'm giving other people the chance. I don't want to jump right in there. And so I waited. And he's like, all right, I'm going to volunteer somebody if nobody's going to volunteer. And I said, all right, I'll do it. I'll volunteer. And so we did the reading, and it was great, and everything was fine. And then the next person that went had a message for another woman in the group, and the next person that went had a message for me. The message that came through for me, and I want to tell you, as a working medium and the hundreds and hundreds of people in spirit that I have spoken to, it never fails to hit me right in the heart when the message is for me. Because we're human, right? We're human, and we all want to hear from our loved ones. And it's like that saying, physician, heal thyself, right? We can't always see the forest for the trees. We can't always do that reading for ourselves when it's our loved ones in spirit. And the information that came through was so powerful and so accurate from my friend who was doing the reading. And at the end, he said, there's a message for a female person that's connected to this gentleman in spirit, and this is the message. And I want to tell you that it has been nearly 4 years that I have been waiting for this message. And it was just so wonderful and so powerful. And I want to tell you, we meet every month in this group. And this is the first time that he had come through so clearly. The last time was when, in another thing of several years ago in our group, when I raised my hand and volunteered, that he came through again. So we have so much proof that the universe, our loved ones, angels, guides, spirit is watching. They're paying attention, but we're not listening. It is so much more than just relax. You need to relax, have some wine, take a bath, It is so much more important than that. We have so much more ability as human beings to handle and deal with the noise when we can learn how to turn all that off, whether it's through meditation or relaxing or funny movies or whatever it is, to be able to hear the higher voices coming in our head saying, volunteer now, raise your hand now, call that person, check on that friend, apply for that job, buy raisins, whatever it is. We have so much more ability to lead our lives in such harmony with spirit when we can turn off the volume. It doesn't have to be all the time. I'm not saying don't ever watch scary movies or action flicks or whatever it is that makes you happy. But every once in a while, and especially in July, as we're coming out of this full moon time period on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, relax. Do something fluffy. Pet a cat, pet a bunny, something mindless. Just allow yourself to let go. We need that. And it is not the same as like kickboxing or adrenaline things where we have that rise and then we like, oh, it comes down. Yeah, it comes down, but that wasn't relaxing. So allow ourselves this time to just phew. And somebody mentioned guilt. Not guilt. There is no guilt, because this is part of mental health, Claudette. This is part of self-preservation, but this is also so much about opening the door to allow ourselves to hear the communication that is trying to come through. But we have to turn down the volume of the other things. And when the communication comes through, we have to not dismiss it. Oh, yeah, raisins, whatever. Oh, yeah, I'll call my mom. Oh, yeah. Don't dismiss. Don't dismiss. Now, you don't have to stop the movie right then and there, okay? Grab a little Post-it, write it down. Most of us have little apps on our phone. I have a Post-it note. I have 2 different kind of Post-it note apps on my phone for different things. Have something where you can just jot it down. And when you're done with the movie and the glass of wine and the book or the bath or whatever it was, now, first of all, you're going to be more calm to receive whatever information that they were guided to share with you, because just as you were guided to reach out to them, they were guided to you as well. okay? The universe does not work on coincidence. The universe works on synchronicity. When the universe says, oh, you're listening, and you're going to call your mom or your sister or your whatever, then they're going to be like, when you call, that person's going to be like, I was just thinking about you. Because the universe works from both sides. The universe brings things together when we are allowing ourselves to listen, to hear, and we don't dismiss what they are sharing. Okay, so, thanks, Christian. Hi, Kayla, welcome. All right, so, there was lots of information in that. Okay. Good. I really want you to know that they're watching, they're paying attention. Our loved ones, spirit guides, all of that. They are with us all the time, paying attention. They are trying to communicate. I don't know if anybody watches Grey's Anatomy, but there was such a wonderful, a whole arc where Meredith Grey had COVID, and it was this whole season of like, is she going to live? Is she not going to live? Da, 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 and she's going in and out of the spirit world, and she is talking to her loved ones who have passed. And she's like, how come you don't talk? How come you're not here? And they're like, we're here. We're around you all the time. We're screaming. You're not listening. And it wasn't a chastisement. So I apologize if that sounded chastising. I didn't mean it that way. But it's so much about they are with us all the time. But we doubt. And we dismiss. And we like to lean into that thing of coincidence. And I want to tell you, there is no such thing. So we're going to pull an animal spirit and see who's with us, and then we're going to jump into some cards. We'll do a collective card reading for the group. Thank you, Chris Judd, for explaining that, and then we will do a couple of individual card readings afterwards as well. So this is the Hawaiian owl. It says Puo. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. It's Pueo. I don't know how to say that correctly. It says your ancestral spirit guides are offering it says your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now. So pay close attention to signs and omens from them. You cannot make this stuff up. Tell me they're not listening. You cannot make this stuff up. Your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. Hello. I love when they do that, though, because it really just proves that they are really paying attention. When I say they're paying attention, they are paying attention. All right, so hold on to the questions about can I have a reading, because Pueo. Is that right, Claudette? Pueo. Okay. Awesome. Yes. All right. Hold on to the requests for personal readings, and because when we get through the collective cards, I'm going to say okay now, because by the time you put in your request for a card right now, it's going to scroll up and I won't see the comments. Okay, so just hang in there with me. All right, so we're going to do a couple of cards for the group, for the collective, especially coming into the full moon. What is it that we need to know, right, besides what's already been channeled for us? This is transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, these cards don't have numbers on them, so because I know we usually do some numerology with this, these cards don't have numbers. Deep healing, okay? And would you look at the full moon behind her head? Okay, this is the time of deep healing, okay? Transformation, things are changing at the cellular level, deep healing. So again, they are listening. They are truly paying attention to what's going on. Mintankian, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So again, this is still about so Mintankian is one of the places that we came from, like Pleiades, is one of the places that we can go back to. But this is the reminder that we are not alone. This is the reminder that we are connected to so much more than just us and just each other. There's so much more out there. And so this is the reminder that we are not alone. It says the original light workers, but the word right here in the center is belonging. Belonging. It says longing for home, belonging. It's the reminder that we come from something bigger. We have the ability to connect. We belong here. We belong there. We have the ability to connect for something bigger. the original light workers. We are of the original light workers. Okay, we are of the original light workers. Mintakan, Mintakan. Let me see if I can write that. For some reason, it just blocks. Mintakan. Yeah. Okay. All right. Last one for the collective reading. Let me see. Unhide. I think they think it's maybe a spammy comment. All right. And the last one is starseed. I love this because look what it says. It says, what lights you up? Now, you may or may not be a starseed, and that is okay, okay? Not everybody comes from that soul generation or that soul source. There's different places, right? Like my older son, boy, is he an indigo. Is he an indigo? Like, they are the truth tellers. They have zero tolerance for bullshit. They don't like lies. They cut to the chase. They are very much just the facts, please. They are very grounded in the earth, and they are the truth tellers that are going to really be part of saving the world as they get into the time that they're at, to the like 25 to 35, where they are taking on the mantle of leadership of our nations, of our planet. They are going to be the change makers because they're just like, they see it and they're just like, no, we're not playing these bullshit games anymore. And I love that. The starseeds, my younger one is the starseeds. They have a more gentle nature. They see things like more as the communal, the collective. They're going to be a great balance to the indigos because they're the feelers of the thinkers. And so this is really great. But the starseed really is always looking for what makes your heart sing, what brings your joy levels up without bringing your adrenaline up. So this really goes along with what we were talking about. Is really about what lights you up, what brings joy and peace and love and gratitude into your heart, because that raises your vibration, right? So we might like watching those scary movies and stuff, but that is not raising our vibration. That's lowering our vibration. We may have, feel like, whoa, that was a rush after we watch these things, but it's not raising our vibration. It's lowering the vibration. So those things that fill us with love and gratitude and motivation and the ability and the desire to connect with another person, to help to bring light to another place or another person, these are the things of the starseed. These are the things when it says what lights you up. This is the stuff that lifts our vibration. This is the stuff that is healing to us. So when we're talking about taking time out, relaxing, resting, let your heart be your guide. What makes your heart happy? That's the guide, right? All right. Claudette, thank you so much because she is giving us a lesson on how to say this word of this owl. Poo is correct, pronounced with a long A and a long O. So Poo-A-O. Poo-A-O is the owl. Poo-A-O. And thank you, Claudette, very much for that. Really appreciate that. Okay, so now, everybody ready? Now, if you would like to have a card reading, now is the time. Ask me, ask me, ask me. So, if you are here and you are looking for that, this is the time. We will see the comments and I will be able to say, and I just try and go off first come, first served. So, we'll see who's got the fastest typing fingers. Michelle Krantz. Michelle Krantz has the fastest typing fingers for today. All right, so we've got a card for Michelle, and this is Share Your Voice, Michelle. Share your voice. It says, come out of the cave, persecution, and expression. So whatever it is that you have been holding back to, that you have not been sharing your voice, you've been hiding behind. So this is the time, Michelle Krantz. I know we have a lot of Michelles, so we're going to put this specifically for Miss Michelle. Krantz, we're going to have, this is the reminder that it is safe. And even if it's not safe, you're still going to be protected and guided, that this is the time for you to share your voice. Share your truth. Share what's really important to you. Don't hide behind others' work. Okay? All right, so I see you, Gina. We're going to come over to Instagram in a second. Marianne Jackson. We're going to do Marianne Jackson. Council of Light. Marianne, you are being helped and guided, but you're not believing that. So I want you to go back and rewatch this whole thing today, because if you can, because there's so much more of support and love, Marianne, that is being around you, but you're not quite believing or trusting into that. And so this is the Council of Light. They're like, we are here, we are here, we are here. And so we really want to make sure that you are not missing out on this. So I really want to encourage you to take some quiet time sooner rather than later and really just journal. Write down whatever comes through to you. Don't judge it, because I think, I feel like when you get in and you hear messages and you get information comes in, then you're like, you judge it or you think you're making it up or something like that. And I want to tell you, trust what you are getting. Trust the information that's coming through for you, because they are trying so hard to get your attention and say, we've got you. We have got you. I didn't skip you, Bonnie. Haven't gotten there yet. All right, so we've got Chris Judd is next. Chris has a question relating to her new business. Love this new business. I'm very excited about it. And if you want to post a link in the comments at the end, don't do it right now for me, but if you want to post a link in the end, I want to tell y'all, Chris, if you, I do tarot cards, I do the oracle cards, it's my preference, but if you are looking for someone who do tarot cards, Chris is freaking awesome. So, this is Break the Chain of Ancestral Patterns, Rewriting the Future. Now, this came in upside down, so I want to tell you, this is a huge reminder for you that you are not your past. You are not your past. You are not your lineage. You are you. You are making your own connections to the higher. You are making your own connections with spirit, with guides. You are making your own way in the universe. You are not your past. And everything that you are doing, especially this new business, everything you are doing is redefining your future by shaking off the chains of your past. And this is a huge confirmation for you. You are not your past. Not to hold those things of, well, yeah, but in the past, this is a blah, blah, blah. Okay, because the universe will always respond to what we expect. When we expect that the universe is going to screw us, guess what? But when we expect that the universe is going to bless us beyond measure, guess what? We believe, and we stay in that place of love and gratitude, and we ask the universe for help, and we believe that they will. We believe that they will. They're trying to tell you you are absolutely on the right track, but it is so important for you to let go of where you've been as a guidepost of where you could go. Your past has nothing to do with how amazing your future can be. For all of us, we use the success or the things of our past as barriers for what could be possible in the future. And this card says, no. You are rewriting the future. So this is break the chain of ancestral patterns, rewriting your future. It's a perfect card for you. All right, Bonnie Bond. Now your turn. I would never skip you, not on purpose anyway. And so thank you for piping in there, because I know I love how you all look out for each other. All right, so we're going to do Bonnie, and then before we do Claudette, we're going to hop over to Gina on Instagram, and then we'll come right back. So Bonnie, we have the answer is no. So whatever it is right now, I want you to postpone it. I want you to take a breath. I want you to think about it, and I want to say give it about 2 weeks. Give it about 2 weeks. So we're coming in this full moon time. Let it come back down toward the new moon, and so give it about 14 days. Feel, think, percolate. Because whatever it is, this second is not the right time for the change. Give it about 2 weeks. Okay? All right. So Claudette, hold on. We're going to go over to Gina over here. And Gina, what does Gina need to know? Gina. Okay. So Gina, the answer for you is yes. Very, very interesting. So for you, the time is definitely now. This is the time for you to put things in motion right now so that you are up to speed. You're moving at full pace. By the time we get to that new moon, you are running. Okay, so right now, this is the time to go. It's putting all those pieces together, taking that leap of faith, This is the time to do that, okay? So you are absolutely just stop waiting for the green light and just go. Because right now, they're telling you this is absolutely the right time. Okay, we come back to my friend Claudette. Claudette, Imrama, this is another one of the places where we are being called to. So Imrama is another place where we have found, coming together in the light, places we've come from in the light. But this is reminding you to listen to the heart. right? The Brahma is listening to our soul's connection, our heart connection. Where are we being called to go? Where are we being called to move to? Where are we being led? And so this is so much about listening. This is in the temple of your Akashic records, and you are being called to listen, to connect into the light, into the peace of the water. We know water is so cleansing, water is so healing. So they're calling you to really connect with the higher, because, and there's a lot of water around you too where you live, and they're calling you to really tap into that, because you do a lot, Claudette. You do a lot. You help so many people. And there's definitely this feeling that it's time to turn up the volume a little bit more. A little bit more. I'm not necessarily saying like, wham! But there is definitely this idea that it is time to turn up the volume a little bit more. Okay? There are things that you've been holding on to on the back burner. And I'm going to say to you, this is time to turn up that heat a little bit. Okay? Follow what's in the heart and allow yourself to move forward. Trust that. Trust that. So it is, I feel like you've been simmering on these things of like, I could do this or I could do this, and you haven't really turned up the heat to start boiling that water. I'm telling you right now, this is the time to do it. All right. Hello, Gloria. Welcome, welcome. And no problems, Bonnie. And, oh, Sung Hoon, look, we're going to ban you. Look at that. We got to get somebody who came through and ban. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Oh, look at all that. I totally missed them. I was doing my job. All right. So, who did I miss? Okay, Bonnie and Gloria. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah. All right. Claudette, does that make sense? All right. So, Gloria. Card for Gloria. All right. Thankfully, not too many spammers today. Yay. All right. So, Gloria. This is, oh, leap. Okay, so this is the card that says leap, the universe will catch you. So Gloria, now this also came in upside down, so I want to tell you this is a reminder that it is safe for you to do this, okay? It is safe for you to leap, and there's definitely something about opening your heart, and allowing yourself to like move forward. I feel like it's almost like opening a door and coming out of, like if you've been in the room for a long time and now you're coming out. And so I want to tell you it is safe, it is time, it's a great timing for you to leap. And again, we have the full moon imagery here as well. So this is a great time for you to take that step and allow your heart to open, Gloria. This is a great time for you to just, it's like, I feel like I'm taking a deep breath, like just letting yourself breathe again. That it's good. It's a good time. It's a time to do that. So, all right. I can't wait to hear all the things that you all are doing for your resting and relaxation. I would love for you to post your thoughts and your ideas and such, because I would definitely like for you to share, like especially if you've got favorite book or music or movie. This is such a great, oh, I'm so glad, Gloria. That's wonderful. Excellent, Claudette. Yay, so happy. And so I would love for you all to share what it is that you are planning to do for your rest and relaxation, because other people might need ideas. So if you have some opportunity, I will make a little post that just says, you know, share your R&R ideas here, and then you will be able to share and support each other in that as we come through these next 4 days to be able to be ready for your rest and relaxation once we pass the full moon, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Also, if you haven't already, definitely check out the As You Wish Summit, the Speaker Summit. You'll see the big purple post on my page. If you scroll down a little bit, you're looking for the As You Wish Own Your Awesome Summit. I will be one of the speakers. I'm also one of the authors in the chapter, have a chapter in the book Own Your Awesome, and the Speaker Summit is going to start being available for purchase on August 1st. So we'll have more information about that as we get a little closer. I love that's one of my movies. So I'm looking forward to having all of you with us for the Speaker Summit as well. So have a fantastic week. We may or may not have meditation on Thursday evening. It will really depend on how I'm doing after my COVID booster shot, but I am anticipating being back with you. So have a wonderful week, and as always, please remember, from me, from each other, from the universe, how very much You are loved. Mwah. Have a great week. Yes, find Chris Judd. Check out her. Thank you. Thank you for remembering. Please check out Chris Judd Tarot. She is awesome. Like her page. Book her, because as much as I'm a good card reader for tarot, she is so much better than me. I got the Oracle card. She is the tarot master. So definitely check her out. Have a great week. Mwah. Love you.